Okay, can you
Yeah,
guys hear
where's
me?
Jen?
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, well, let's get started. Let's start actually in a seated position, or on your back if you want to, or child's pose if you want to. Otherwise, I'm gonna start in a seated position. And you can do cross-legged or half lotus. And then just start to lift up through the spine. Relax the shoulders. Allow the eyes to gently close. And just notice how you feel to just be here. Closing out all the tabs in your emails and your internet and your text messages and the conversations, and just come to the breath. And then let's take a deep cleansing breath. Inhale through the nostrils. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. And then come into the Ujjayi breath, the back of the throat, audible breath. Breathe it in through the nostrils, through a closed mouth. The chest rises, the belly fills. And then exhale, retracting the belly back in. Exhaling through the nostrils, through a closed mouth. Relaxing the jaw as you move through the breath. And then from your breath, start to create a full body stretch, whatever that means for you. It might be reaching the arms out or rounding through the back, or however you need to move through that full body stretch. And then make your way to a seated position. And finding that seated position, start to churn from the base of the spine, circling around, so churning it from the base all the way up. Start in the small little churning circles, and just getting feedback from the body of what's happening in the lower back, the mid, and the upper back. And then even through the internal organs, any sensations that happen there. And reversing that churning whenever you're ready. Come back to a neutral position. Inhale, lift the hands up high. Exhale, forward, come down on the palms, fingertips, maybe the forehead. Draw the tailbone down and back. Relax the forehead. And walk the hands over to the right, maybe even placing the left palm on top of the right. Guide the left hip into the earth. walk it over to the center, over to the left. Maybe placing the right palm on top of the left. And back to center, rounding through the back, coming up. Hands come towards the heart. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, over to the right side. Come down on the palm or the forearm. Reach it over. Guide the left hip into the earth. Draw the belly in. Inhale, press up. The top arm crosses the opposite knee. Twist to the right. Right palm behind the right hip. Lift tall. Release to center. Inhale, lift high. Exhale to the opposite side. Come down on the palm or forearm. Reach it over. Guide the right hip into the earth. Inhale, press up. The top arm crosses the opposite knee. Twist to the left. Left palm behind the left hip. Lift tall. And release to center. Shift forward into tabletop. Hands right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Any organic movement that feels right for you. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. Maybe circling the hips around. No right or wrong here. And moving through a couple traditional cat and cows, round through the back, arch up like a cat, tuck the chin in, scoop through the pelvis, and release into cow. The belly comes down towards the earth, lift through the heart and hips. Inhale, round. Exhale into cow. Move through several of these, warming up the spine. And back to neutral. The right arm reaches out, the left heel presses back. Guide the belly up. We're just here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale down, switch sides. Inhale up. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale it down, switch sides. Inhale up. Elbow to knee, hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out. Inhale together. Exhale it out for 3, 2, 1. Exhale it down. Switch sides. Inhale up. Draw the elbow in towards the knee. Squeeze it together. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out. Inhale together. Exhale it out for 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Child's pose. We're just here for 1 full breath in, 1 full breath out. Know that you can always stay here anytime you choose, or stay here longer, or for the whole class. And pull through the palms, tabletop. Exhale, shift the hips forward into a gentle cobra. Just feeling out that lower back, the chest. And then pull through the core, pull up through the belly, and press back to child's pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back to cobra. Inhaling and exhaling, move through this slower or faster. You can hold it in a spot longer or shorter. Maybe even gazing over a shoulder or both. Maybe even bringing the heels up if that feels good for you. And one more. And we meet in child's pose. One full breath in, one full breath out. From child's pose, pull through the palms, tabletop, plank. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. The balls of the feet are underneath the heels, feet hip distance apart. And the knees come down, keeping the hands and the feet exactly where they're at. Press back to child's pose. Inhale up, tabletop, plank, downward dog, and lift the hips up high. From your downward dog, explore it out, feel it out, check and see what's happening. And from downward dog, float or step the feet forward, forward fold. The whole upper body hangs loose. Bend the knees a little or a lot. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. We're here for several breaths in, several breaths out. Halfway lift, flat back, and exhale forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Move through several of these, your breath, your pace. Hold it longer in a spot or shorter. And meet in a forward fold. Bend the knees a little, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Nice, slow, easy, rolling it up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, press the palms together, heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, mini back bend. Open up in cactus arms. Draw the elbows back. Puff up through the chest. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, halfway down, airplane. Bend the knees a little bit, the palms face up. So we're going to be coming back here several times through the practice. Once you get here, we're pulsing up. Or if you want to change it up at any point, pulse it together almost like you're squeezing a ball. So you can alternate between the two. We're here for 3, pulsing it for 2. And 1 chest expansion. Roll the shoulders back, press the palms together. Forward fold. Bring the hands away from the back. Release the head away from the back of the neck. We're here for several breaths in, several breaths out. Hands come to the back, hands float all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward, press back to plank. Hold it here in plank. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, come halfway down. Draw those elbows in towards the waist and then press up. Halfway down and press up for 3 more, for 2 more, and 1 more. Press up and then press down, come into cobra. Lift up through the upper chest, draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Hands are nice and floaty on the mat. And then start to straighten out the arms just a little bit and lower. Inhaling and exhaling. Move through a couple more of these, just feeling this out in the body. And then press up to plank, downward dog. One full breath in, one full breath out in downward dog. The right leg reaches high towards the sky. Press back through the right heel, lengthening through the leg. And bring the right leg forward, warrior one. Square the shoulders, square the hips, plant the back foot down. Inhale, lift the arms up high. We're not here for long for this first one. We're just kind of feeling this out. Hands come towards the waist. Start to straighten out the right leg. Square the shoulders, square the hips, hinge forward for pyramid. Hands might stay on the waist, perhaps slide it down the right leg, or down on a yoga block, or down at the mat. We're not here for long, we're just feeling this out for this first one. And then come back on the back ball of the foot, bending through the right leg and then straightening. So we're straightening and bending through that right front leg. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Straightening and bending, inhaling and exhaling. Keep the hips squared forward. And meet in your lunge. The left leg comes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, heart center, press through the palms. Press through the fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, mini back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, reach, exhale, halfway down airplane, bend the knees a little bit, and we're pulsing here either up or together. And we're pulsing it, and we're pulsing. And we're here for just 5, just 4, 3, 2, and chest expansion. Roll the shoulders back, press the palms together, forward fold. Relax the head, soften the jaw. Hands come to the back, hands float all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward, press back to plank, hold it in plank. For 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, halfway down. Draw those elbows in, press up. Halfway down, press up. 3 more, 2 more. 1, baby cobra or cobra, straightening out the arms if you would like. If you want to continue that lowering and lifting, instead, feel free to do that, or if it feels good for your body to hold it, do that. Press up to plank, downward dog. 1 full breath in, 1 full breath out. The left leg reaches high towards the sky. Press through the back heel. The left leg comes forward, warrior one. Square the shoulders, square the hips. Plant the back foot down. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. You can always take a wider stance here if that feels better in your body. And the hands come towards the waist, straightening up the front leg, pyramid. Hinge forward at the hips. Guide the right hip forward, draw the left hip back. Find your hand placement that feels the best on this side. It might be different and you might have to adjust the legs a little bit too. And frame the left foot, come back on the back ball of the foot and bending the front leg and then straightening. Bending and straightening, inhaling and exhaling. And bend through the left leg. The right leg comes forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen, all the way up. Exhale, heart center, press through the palms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, airplane. Pulsing it here. Pulsing it, pulsing it, pulsing it. Strengthening through our triceps. Strengthening through our upper back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chest expansion. Roll the arms back. Roll the shoulders back. Forward fold. Hands come to the back. Hands float all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale forward, press back to plank. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, halfway down, tuck those elbows in, press up. Halfway down, press up. For 3 more. 2, 1. Baby cobra or cobra. Nice work. Press up to plank, downward dog. 1 full breath in, 1 full breath out. The right leg reaches high towards the sky. Knee to nose, bring the knee in, around through the back. Exhale, press it out. Knee to nose, exhale, press it out. The right leg comes forward, warrior 1. Square the shoulders, square the hips. We've been here before. Guide the left hip forward, draw the right hip back. That front toes are soft and straight forward. Hands come towards the waist. Straightening out the front leg, pyramid, hinge forward. Adjust the legs if that feels better for you. Sometimes a little bit closer might feel better in the body. Relax the whole upper body. We're going to be here for just a little bit longer this time. Continuing to guide the right hip back. Press into the right heel. Lift up through the right hip as you draw it back. And come back on the back ball of the foot, bending through the right leg and straightening. Dynamic flow here, bending and straightening. Keeping the hips squared forward. And then bend through the right leg. Start to walk the hands over to the left for a straddle. Big toes come even with the heels. Adjust the legs wherever you need to balance out. And then relax the whole upper body. And creating a little dynamic flow here. We're going to plant the hands into the mat right underneath kind of the shoulders and then bend through the legs. Release the hips down, and then straightening and bending, and straightening and bending. Inhaling and exhaling. And 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Forward fold. Let this just hang loose. And walk the hands over to the right foot. Lunge. Bring the left leg forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale, heart center, press through the palms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, mini back bend. Inhale, lift. Airplane arms, bend the knees a little bit. Pulse it here. We're pulsing. And we're here for 5. Pulse it a little bit more for 4. 3, 2, 1. Chest expansion. Roll the shoulders back, forward fold. Hands come to the back, hands float all the way down to the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward. Press back to plank. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Knees come down, halfway down, press up. Halfway down, press up. 3 more. 2 more. 1.